Ladies and gentlemen, this is Big Ray. You know who I am. I am the Mark of the Masters, the man with the plan. Again, Big Ray here to stay to talk some TNA today. TNA Impact 1/19/2017. Now, right now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, where the hell are you, Ray? I mean, well, the truth of the matter is, guys, I'm here working very late in the offices of OneWrestling.com, and I'm actually going to be working a lot of overtime in the offices of OneWrestling.com, and I get a very late lunch break. You're saying, what's late? Well, I have a lot of editing and a lot of video processing and so on and so forth producing to do here, so I'm going to be here, well, super late. So basically, you're going to be getting your report sometime around 2 o'clock in the morning, if that's okay with you guys. Again, this is the only time I'm going to have the opportunity to do this. I watch the show early in the evening, and then I'll, give you the reports, guys. But if you want a more in-depth report, hey, guys, go to WrestleZone.com. Listen to the Impact Rebellion podcast with my co-host, formerly of OVW, formerly of 2CW, formerly of TNA Impact Wrestling, Ben Hameen. And basically, Ben Hameen is going to be, helping me out. Doesn't really help out much. He kind of bounces from show to show, and I don't know. I keep feeling that everybody's trying to steal my co-host. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, guys, again, check out TNA Impact, Impact Rebellion, TNA Impact Rebellion, where, every single week we give you a pretty damn awesome podcast with some really, really cool guests, so on and so forth. But guys, check that out, guys, when you get a chance. But again, this is OneWrestling.com. Bill Apter has me working very, very late, guys, and I'm going to be doing this pretty much from here on out until things change. And as you can see, guys, this may not be the most convenient place for me to do the reports, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for a long time, guys. So listen. Leave your comments here below at OneWrestling.com. Leave your comments here below at YouTube/OneWrestling video. And I want to hear what you guys think of this show. Now, speaking of this show, guys, this show is actually really, really good. The last couple of weeks, TNA has basically, they've been giving you a main event in the beginning and a main event at the end. Then they're sandwiching it in between the main events. They're sandwiching these main events with very entertaining content, and I'm gonna explain to you what I mean as we move along. But we start off the match with the whole race for the case thing, man. I mean, inside the ring already we have Mahabali, Shera, Trevor Lee, Jessie, Godderz, Crazy Steve. Now the only people that got entrances were the Miracle Mike Bennett, the DCCC, Eli Drake, dummy, yeah, again. And by the way, and Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Broken Hardys, yes. Carl is very upset at me. Again, Carl, thank you. Carl's my cameraman. This is the guy that actually holds the camera and helps me out with this stuff. Unfortunately, since my schedule changed here at OneWrestling.com studios, so has Carl, and he's not very happy. And I know last week I said that I would show, he would come on camera and stuff, but now he just doesn't even talk to me. Still love the mustache, buddy. Oh. Just gave me the finger. Anyway, it is what it is. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we jump into the race for the case now. Look, a lot of things happen in this match, and you would think that this match, with all these competitors, would be crazy. You would think this match would just be pendulum, very difficult to follow. Now, let me explain to you the rules of this thing. Now, let's say you have a red case, a blue case, a gold case, and a green case. Now, let's say you pick up the green case, right? And you open up the green case, and the green case has a number 1. Well, guess what, guys? That is the best one you can have because you are the first choice, you're the first pick, and you can pick any match with any stipulation you wish. So, if you wanted the TNA World Heavyweight title match, well, let's say Bill Apter as my referee, that would work. Or I could have Ben Hameen. Ben Hameen might just hit me with a briefcase and then try to take my title match. So no, let's say Bill Apter as my referee. He obviously helped me out. There you go. Now, if you get the number 4 pick, then, you really don't have much of an option. I mean, you have the TNA title, you have the TNA World title, you have the Tag Team title, you have the GranChampionship, and I mean, you go for the knockout title, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to give you the results of who took the cases, how they took the cases, guys, pretty much. And you know what? It is what it is, guys. I will go a little more in depth tomorrow, WrestleZone. But Eli Drake captures the red case along with Tyrus. And Tyrus really, let's just say Tyrus really helped him out during this match. Then you have Trevor Lee, the Carolina Caveman, who is a big, I'm a huge fan of this guy, guys. And he does this little thing later on, which I thought was pretty funny. We'll get into that later on. And then the DCC grabbed the gold briefcase. Now, if I didn't mention it, again, Eli Drake with the red briefcase, Trevor Lee with the blue briefcase, easy for me to say. And then the DCC, now this is how it happened. We have Jessie Godderz at the top rope, and everything is just absolutely chaotic at this point. Jessie Godderz actually goes and grabs the third case, but then drops it. Bram catches it outside the ring, and the DCC walk off. Jessie Godderz did not have full control of the briefcase. Almost like football. You know, you have to have, you know, if you cross the if you catch the football and you're in the end zone and you don't actually have full control of the football, then it's not really a touchdown. So that's basically the rules that they're using here. And then the only case left was the, if I'm correct off the top of my head, the green case. I really don't have any notes in front of me, but the green case. And well, allegedly, from what I'm hearing, Matt Hardy, yes, he actually had a premonition. He had a premonition of that they would get the green briefcase, which they actually did. Pretty cool. So then we move on. We have Drew Galloway, who cuts actually a really good promo, guys, backstage, and he explained how there's been a lot of change over in TNA, and you know, he says that Moose, you know, he puts Moose over as a good champion, saying that he's tough, so on and so forth. But you know, he says it's kind of screwed up. You know, TNA's kind of messed up. How, you know, they didn't give Drew Galloway a chance to get better. What they did was just kind of dropped him and then gave Moose that title shot. So he's coming back to, you know, well, take what he believes is his. And then we have Bobby Lashley backstage who cuts a promo saying that he's headed to the ring, and well, has one hell of a proposition for Eddie Edwards. So we go to the ring. We have Bobby Lashley and Eddie Edwards, and this again was a good in-ring segment, guys. A lot of talking this week. And by the way, what they did was throughout the night they showed a lot of snippets. I guess it was fill-in or whatever, but it actually kind of played off well, where they had Drew Galloway's highlights of his TNA career, and they also had Moose's, I guess, you know, best moments of his TNA career. So that actually worked out pretty well. But we have Bobby Lashley in the ring, and Bobby Lashley says that now that he has that little, you know, piece of garbage or whatever he called him, an EC3, which I don't believe EC3 is a piece of garbage. That guy is just freaking awesome. But since he has the EC3 out of the picture, you know, now he can focus on Eddie Edwards, and he asked him to bring his quote-unquote ass down to the ring. Eddie Edwards comes out to the ring, and Eddie Edwards cuts a really great promo against Bobby Lashley. Now, Bobby Lashley, you know, totally buries him, says that, you know, all you had is fluke wins, you know, a bunch of idiot referees. You know, look, Bobby Lashley did it by himself. Bobby Lashley actually proposes a 30-minute Iron Man match for the title so he can beat him over and over and over again, which is pretty awesome. And I think it's going to be a really throwdown. I mean, I would love to know what you guys think. Again, guys, hey, give me a follow on Twitter, guys. Hit me up at Big Ray Show, guys. Send me a tweet. Tell me what you guys think. Or leave your comments here below at OneWrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestling video. Or go over to Instagram, guys, and give me a follow at Big Ray Show. Same thing as a Twitter handle. It's pretty easy. I put a lot of fun content there. Not just wrestling, but just, you know, really fun stuff. So check me out on Instagram, guys. Give me a follow and tell me on the Instagram that you actually saw this video, and that's why you're here. So Eddie Edwards accepts, and Eddie Edwards gets in Lashley's face, and he basically says that Lashley will forever be known as, it's easy for me to say again, as Eddie's bitch. Well, Bobby Lashley doesn't like that. I mean, I wouldn't like being called anyone's bitch. So basically, Bobby Lashley hits him with a sucker punch, is what, you know, he does. And he's about to hit the World Heavyweight Champion, TNA World Heavyweight Champion, with a spear until Davey Richards comes in and saves the day. Davey Richards comes in with a steel chair, and Bobby Lashley goes off running. Now, at this point, I got to be honest with you guys. For some reason, I thought that Davey Richards was going to turn and hit Eddie Edwards with that chair. Eventually, I do feel that Davey Richards will be making a full heel turn. If they don't do it, then I guess maybe they're going away from what we think is the obvious. And I mean, look, it's going to happen. These guys have done it on the indie circuit so many times. Pretty awesome. Now we have Maria backstage, and Maria is just a horrible person. Not in real life. Her character is she's just a jerk. And she's backstage, and she's leaving Braxton Sutter a voicemail, basically saying, you know, look, you better pick up. I got to talk to you. It's very important. She moves on. So we have Maria on the. Oh, and by the way, as Maria's backstage, Brooke Tessmacher, who is freaking hot. There, I said it. Anyway, Brooke Tessmacher comes in, and you know, Maria is talking crap, and Brooke Tessmacher stops her right then and there and reminds her that, hey, listen, I'm a 3-time TNA Knockouts champion, so back off. Brooke versus Deonna Purrazzo. Now, if you guys say, well, where have I heard that name before? Well, she's been all over the world, guys. This young lady has wrestled all over the world, including WWE, NXT. Deonna Purrazzo really put forth a good effort here. And look, between me and you guys, I got to be honest with you, and I'm not trying to sound like a jerk here, but listen, I mean, those two girls are just hot. Anyway, just kidding. It is what it is. I'm a guy. It is what it is. So anyway, so Brooke comes into the ring, and this isn't, look, I'm joking around with you guys about the whole hot thing, but not really. But these two women put forth a solid match. There were a couple of things that were a little shaky here and there. Brooke was clearly in control of the match, but I got to be honest with you, Deonna Purrazzo actually put forth a stellar performance in the ring. They going back and forth, guys, and at one point you have Brooke, who responds with a series of clotheslines during this match. She actually gets the win here. Oh, there was this one move where Brooke Tessmacher rolled. I should have actually made a note of what this move was, but it's kind of like a bridge submission move where she kind of rolled through into it. It was actually very, very, very well done. But Brooke Tessmacher hitting the finisher, and she picked up, this being Brooke, picked up Deonna Purrazzo and dropped her, planted her face first, and that was a very awkward bump by Deonna Purrazzo. The front bump is very difficult to take, especially now. You say, what are you talking about, Ray? Well, I used to take bumps in the ring with my dad when I was younger, so I know how a back bump is actually easier to take. A front bump, it's awkward depending on the angle you're taking it in. That's why WWE, I think they stopped Braun Strowman from doing that front-faced choke slam. But Deonna Purrazzo takes it really, really, I don't know, it looked crazy. But she goes over, that being Brooke, and Brooke is celebrating, and then, whoa, hold on, before you start celebrating, we have Sienna, who comes in, and she tries to attack, and this, again, was a little awkward between Sienna and Brooke, and I love the way the Josh Matthews and the Popers are putting Sienna over as the new breed of the TNA Knockouts, the faster, stronger, whatever, and it was really, really cool, but, hey, she gets fought off. That's not even a word. No, it's not a word. Brooke fights her off, basically, and not for long, because Sienna actually gets the upper hand. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I heard a phone ringing over there, and I have to pick it up if it does. But anyway, Deonna Purrazzo, Sienna actually gets the upper hand here and hits her with the pounce. It's not actually called the pounce, it's called the silencer, which is the shoulder block, which, again, guys, me and Ben Hameen have gone into this over and over again on WrestleZone.com. She needs to change that finisher. It doesn't work for her, but she ends by saying, this being Sienna, this is a message basically for Maria, saying, Maria says, welcome back. So Maria basically sending out the beast, as that we know as Sienna, to destroy Brooke Tessmacher. So we look forward to that match going on down the line. Eli Drake, dummy, has a Fact of Life coming up, and that is announced by Tyrus, and Tyrus did a great job. And we'll get into that later on again. Maria meets Braxton Sutter backstage. This was a very weird, awkward situation for Braxton Sutter, because, Braxton, I love the way Braxton was like, hey, it's nice to see you. I thought it was funny. Carl is not laughing. He is actually he's really tight. He's really upset with me right now, but it is what it is. Maria says, look, you got to stop training her. You got to stop training Allie. I don't want you to be with Allie. Stay away from her. And then she whispers something in Braxton Sutter's ear, and Braxton Sutter does the whole, oh God, wow, like she told him something like, only God knows what Maria has up her sleeve. Maria made sure that Braxton knew that Maria, Allie works for her. And again, I keep asking myself, why the hell does she work for this? Can't she go to like OSHA or like, I don't know, man, like report her to Better Business Bureau? I don't know. What do you do? Go to the union? Oh, there is no union wrestling. Yeah. Anyway, she then informs Braxton, hey, listen, you got to go find Laurel. She's going to need you. I would have no problem with that. Laurel is hot. Anyway, we go on to the fact of life with Eli Drake, dummy. Yeah. And they do the briefcase reveal. Now I'm gonna run down the reveals of the briefcase, and I'm gonna run down some of my thoughts of this segment. Now we have Tyrus, and I don't know why Eli Drake is playing the whole quiet bit now. I thought he was supposed to do that. I thought he dropped the quiet bit because it's the end of the year. I was a little confused with this whole situation, guys, to be honest with you. But Tyrus was emceeing this thing, and he did a great job. I think it was very entertaining. And this wasn't an overall entertaining segment, but there was something that really bothered me. And I'm going to really get into it at WrestleZone.com. But right here, right now, I'm going to break this down for you. Eli Drake opens the first case, and he gets number 4. Yeah, not happy. So he doesn't talk for the rest of the thing. The DCC... they open up and they get number 2. Trevor Lee, the caveman, gets number 3, which means Jeff Hardy, or Matt and Jeff together, I guess you would say. They get number 1. Or does Jeff get number 1? Okay. Good things about this segment. Eli Drake, always good. Dummy, yeah. Every time somebody says something stupid, hit the dummy button. The facials, perfect. Tyrus did great during this segment. I thought it was fantastic. Now, my problem. Oh, and Trevor Lee was absolutely hilarious. Trevor Lee, I like it because, you know, he's that country bumpkin, I guess not too smart, I don't know, inbred type gimmick character, but he's strong as hell. The guy can go in the ring, and he has a likable side. I don't know if they're going with him as a heel. I could see him as a baby face, like a George the Animal Steel type baby face, if you guys know what I'm talking about, or maybe like a Eugene type baby face. If you guys don't know what that is, go to YouTube. This is the one problem I have with this situation. The DCC. What are they supposed to be? Are they supposed to be like a scary underground, you know, like, what are they? No, they're over here acting like idiots. They're sitting down there and they're playing a whole like comedy silence Charlie Chaplin act where they're just looking around and making funny gestures and passing around the briefcase like idiots, and it was stupid. I said it to Ben Hameen on the Impact Rebellion. This faction is going to be done in under 2 months. They're going to break them up. This is not working. This DCC faction was, in my opinion, from what I understand, a brainchild of the previous regime in TNA, that being with Billy Corgan. Billy Corgan would create DCC to be kind of like underground Illuminati type gimmick, and now they're just a comedy act. I don't get it. I think it's stupid. I didn't like it. It's the whole silent gimmick, and then they have the mask, and you turn around, they're smiling. The mask have smiles on them. I mean, stop it. That was just ridiculous, guys. If you're gonna go all the way, if you're trying to kill this gimmick, then they're doing a great job. I want to know what you guys think. Please leave your comments here below. Again, OneWrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestling Video. Again, hit me up on Twitter at Big Ray Show or Instagram at Big Ray Show. Backstage, we have Allie, and she's practicing. And Braxton comes, and, you know, she's asking him, you know, she's talking. Oh, she's so excited. Yay. Braxton's like, listen, I can't train you anymore. I just think it's better, you know, that we just go our separate ways. We can't be together. And she's like, and dude, like, seriously, dude, I feel like I'm talking to my friend. Well, I am talking to my friends. I'm like, I feel bad, you know, because she's like, is it me? And she looks so sad and dejected and rejected, I guess is a much better word, rejected. And Braxton just walks off like just feeling absolutely horrible about this whole situation. So unfortunately for Allie, well, Braxton can't train her anymore, but, you know, it may be to protect her. I'm looking forward to seeing where this storyline goes, and I'm happy again that they're giving Braxton, aka Pepper Parks, and Allie, aka Cherry Bomb, who haven't gotten together yet, you know, very, you know, this segment. But anyway, and now It's Liberace. Aaron Rex and Rockstar, Spud versus Robbie E and Swoggle, or formerly known as Hornswoggle. And this is why I say that this was two main events with a lot of entertaining stuff in between. It was a all-around good sandwich of professional wrestling. I could go for a sandwich right now. But anyway, dude, Robbie E comes out. I'm sorry, Rockstar, Spud, and God, Aaron Rex come out. And by the way, I am absolutely upset, Mr. Rex, that you got rid of the Rip Rogers pink knee pads. Unbelievable. He comes in with these new glittery knee pads with the smile. Anyway, Rockstar Spud wearing the tightest of tights, glittery tights. I mean, uncomfortable watching him even run around those things. And I think he had a freaking leopard skin thong or something. I wasn't really sure. I didn't want to look that. Listen, if there are any ladies out there or guys, I mean, it's not judging, it's 2017, who kind of could give it a closer look, please let me know. But anyway, listen, this was a fun match, man. I really enjoyed this match. There was one point of this match where, you know, you have Rockstar Spud actually beating the crap out of Swoggle, and then he tags in Aaron Rex, and Aaron Rex is like, he stops the match, he grabs a mic, you know, like I'm doing, he goes, now it's time for you to come here and see what you wanted to see, which is me. And then finally Hornswoggle grabs Aaron Rex around the leg, and I'm legit laughing because it was funny, and Aaron Rex is like, oh, Spud, he's touching me. It was hilarious. I really enjoyed that. Hey man, you had Swoggle hitting the GTS, man, on Spud. This match had a little bit of everything. Very, very entertaining. Eventually, we have Swoggle, and he's giving Spud a stink face in the corner, but he's attacked from behind by Spud, who's using a foreign object, my ass. He's using one of those rings, and he knocks out Swoggle, and somehow Aaron Rex tags himself in, and he gets the 1, 2, 3 and covers him like. He didn't do the duck face, but I would have. Anyway, a lot of fun there, and we go backstage again, and by the way, yes, Rex and Spud go over. You know what? I gotta be honest with you. I'm really liking this gimmick. A lot of people probably feel, yeah, you're stupid with the freaking skin-colored tights, look like he's naked and stuff. And if he could get away with putting a triangle, a black upside-down triangle or something over the crotch area, and maybe a line going up the butt. Not that I'm thinking about this stuff. I'm just saying, like, you want to go outrageous. Anyway, I'm really digging this, guys. Guys, let me know. Seriously, this is the second week in a row. Let me know what you guys think about this gimmick. I really want to hear you guys. Please leave a lot of comments below regarding this gimmick. What would you improve? What don't you like about this Aaron Rex gimmick? I think it's going to go over. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I would die to see Aaron Rex versus Dalton Castle in some type of match anywhere in the world. Anyway. Drew Galloway. Oh, before we get into the main event, we have Braxton Sutter. He's walking Laurel to the car. Opens the door for her after she's like, excuse me, you have to open the door for her. I don't know, man. Yo, she is hot. Anyway, Drew Galloway versus Moose for the Grand Championship. Now, again, you know, they did all these vignettes going down the line, and I'll just give you the finish of you know, well, you can't give you the finish, but basically round one, and, you know, this was interesting. Round one goes a split decision to Drew Galloway, which I thought Drew kind of won that round. Round two, in my opinion, and the opinion of the Pope and Josh Matthews, you know, they gave it a split decision to Moose, because Moose kind of you know, got off in the beginning, but then Drew Galloway you know, had this dude in submission for like 8 minutes now. It's like a whole full minute of the round, and in my opinion, Drew Galloway won that round, but this is the whole MMA psychology where, you know, you can't leave it in the ref's hands, and they put it over really well. And I'm talking about Josh Matthews and the Pope. Excellent job. And I love the fact they've been doing so much. I'm so glad that they're actually there. Anyway, then round three, we have Drew Galloway, who hits Moose with a low blow, and as Moose is down, the referee goes around the ring, and he deducts a point away from Drew Galloway, which is interesting again with the whole MMA thing. But I gotta tell you, oh, and by the way, in the round two, they made a point of saying that the Iron Maiden submission, which is a submission that Drew Galloway was using on what's his face, on Moose, they made they made a good point of saying even Kurt Angle couldn't survive it. Stop. Like Peter Griffin says, stop. Anyway, so now we go to round 3, and again the ref stops the clock. Judge, takes a point away from Drew Galloway from hitting the lone blow on purpose. However, when the clock stops, Drew Galloway hits the Claymore kick out of nowhere. Hashtag Claymore kick out of nowhere for the 1-2-3, ladies and gentlemen. Your new grand champion, Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway takes the title, picks his hands up triumphantly, and just displays his title, shows his title, puts his title in the face of every single judge that I guess took a point away from him. Really well done. Dude, I feel like I'm talking to my friends, which I am. Listen, guys, this was an excellent Impact Wrestling. Wouldn't have changed anything. Entertaining 2 hours, flew by, loved it, guys. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you can give me a follow here at onewrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestling Video. Follow us as a family here at Big Slam Nation. Follow me, or at One Wrestling on Twitter. Follow the legendary Bill Apter at Apter One Wrestling. Follow me at Big Ray Show, guys, and the rest of the crew here at onewrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestling Video. And again, guys, hey, do me a favor, give me a follow on Instagram, guys. I'll follow you back. I love seeing, it's more personal. It's like a closer friendship. Again, guys, look, I'm going to be doing these reviews every single week from the office here at onewrestling.com, and I got the paper here, and I got a ton of mail I got to sort through and stuff, and it's a lot of things we have to do here, guys. I'm going to be working late, guys, so again, forgive me these reports very late or early, depending on where you are. And guys in the UK, when you're waking up, you're going to be getting this right away. So listen, I love you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, I say this every single week. I would do this for a living, but if I couldn't, I would do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, in the words of the legendary Bill Apter, we'll see you at the matches. And in the words of my brother Bill Schuyler, who I love with all my heart, my brother, I will see you down the road. Later, guys. Hey, guys, again, don't forget to check out the Impact Rebellion with me and Ben Hameen. Peace.